Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Microphone check. Lights, cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
To just jam to that song, massive tune, a classic song by all standards. Big shouts going out to man with Sarko Banga you just heard, and earlier on we played that Samini joint for you as well, bringing us to 19 minutes past 9 here on Culture Daily. It's going to be a pretty heated Culture Daily this morning, I must say. I can envisage it coming, but anyway, it's a conversation that we need to have. We are there. I said what I'm looking for is not coming, but it will come soon. Anyway, so I just want to remind you, for those who've been placing bets, okay, and you said multiple bets, and then one game like a Ghana against Niger, or sorry, Angola, or Ghana against what was the last team Sudan, that we played? Sudan, and the last team that we played for the Pride. That we were Angola. They say pride comes before a fall. Yes. You said plenty games, and then that's one game messes up the bets. Just that one game. Well, like Betway is saying that when you've placed that perfect multi-bet and it's going all your way, well, until just that one game messes you up. That's what the bet saver feature, with that you can win. Even if your bet misses, even on more losses, you can get your bets back and more. If you want to find out more about this, go to betway.com.gh. It's exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Beg your pardon. Bet the responsible way. Betway gets way more. And don't forget to brush your teeth morning and evening with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. It's fortified with Plo. I should. It's fortified with fluoride and microcalcium ingredients that would seal all those tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. I said it on purpose.
No.
Oh, bro. Brush your teeth morning and evening with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter.
No more paste.
Yeah. All right. Relax.
Listen,
I've got Kojo Manuel.
As you do our life for us, can say, are you mad? This be the perfect time. Fully, are you mad?
It's my in-ear, bro.
It's your in-ear. It's something again.
Oh no, but I'm happy. I'm happy this happened because at least this is someone I look up to. So if it happens to you and happens to me,
Very normal. Oh, John.
Oh, guys.
You just spoil the brand.
Hey.
Charlie, there are a lot of things that we need to
Yeah,
talk
I
about.
screamed.
Relax. Yeah, okay, I think I'll need you to speak close to the mic when you are speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get closer.
Lagazee, good morning, bro.
Blessed.
Blessings. Yes,
It's
give
good
thanks.
to be here. What
Thank
a
you.
pretty studio.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Charlie, there are quite a number of subjects that we'll pick. I know we might go a bit past 10 o'clock, so I'm only just cautioning everybody who's listening. But before that, we'll lay the preamble on a conversation. Manuel, I needed you in this convo. In this position of this conversation, I'm going to be having about dancehall music. You've been on the ground, you've been with the audience, you've engaged them in the clubs, at the events. You do have a taste of different music genres that are, consumed heavily in this country. You know which song would drop and then we'll get the people to go like, hey, on a boring stage. You know which one would get them to close the show and go home. That one as well, yes. Yeah. They say cools. And King Lagazee clearly has been a champion for reggae dancehall music in Ghana. You've been at this for years. We've built a brand around it.
Yeah, man.
Nobody can take you away from it. Neither can they take you away, dancehall reggae music away from you.
100%.
Yes, you've amplified, promoted fresh talent.
We've gone to Jamaica and all that this year.
Oh,
you understand me? We won a sound clash in Jamaica, in the heart of Jamaica.
Oh, yeah?
Being the first Ghanaian sound system. Lagazee sounding to be in Jamaica.
Oh.
To win a clash.
Oh, wow.
And we put the trophy on the plane and we brought it to Ghana.
Oh,
man. Being the second sound system from Africa. The first one was done by Dynamic from South Sudan. He's the first person to have won a clash in Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
And then the second African, and for that matter, the first Ghanaian to have won a clash in Jamaica at Original Dancehall Thursdays on the 8th of February this year.
Interesting.
May I tell you, brother?
Kojo, how you did that stage top? Which song way you know say you can take put the people easy
You know?
way. Tell me, Kojo, no, you know, Kojo.
Yeah. Oh,
Kojo.
but you don't know what I'm about to say. No, but like a particular song where
Yeah, you take win the crowd easy. Easy.
Stone. Between Shatawale and Stonebwoy. I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of, and I think I'll include LaRusso.
Okay.
He has a couple of songs like that as well.
You win easy.
Yeah, once you drop it, sometimes you're on the stage, you don't have to do anything.
Would you say it's a genre-based thing? Is that what it is, or is it just the love for these artists?
I think the genre really counts, and the artist is like a mixture of the two. But the genre itself has an energy it comes with.
Right.
You know, it's like how hip hop was birthed from the struggle of black people, and for that reason you want to fight against authority. That's what birthed hip hop. Reggae is dancehall. Reggae dancehall, I should say, all based off of, okay, I'm young, I want to enjoy life, I want the best for my family type of thing. Like, you know, if you do me anything, I tire for street, that kind of energy. So I think when people resonate with that, and a lot of people resonate with that right now. So the minute you drop it, somebody they play that thing every day in the morning.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
So when they hear it, like, they're good.
With the details. We are coming to the details. But before that, though, there's a fine divide, and this is quite interesting because of the feedback that we got from this conversation. There's a fine divide between what represents us, what has promoted us, and how we can use some of these music genres that have pushed us to our advantage. In recent times, one of our very good friends, Ike, aka Gomi, was live in the studio, and he shared a different school of thoughts on dancehall music. Let's play that back real quickly. Listen. And then let's also listen to later on. We'll play back what Stonebwoy also says about this. So to my production team, let's listen to our brother Gomi on this first.
Me, I have one problem. If I say it, I'll have an issue. You get me? But you know what? For the sake of, I'll just say it.
Yeah.
I think that Ghana, one of our biggest problem has been dancehall. Okay. As much as me, I love dancehall. If my people will tell you, I've loved dancehall from day one. But I think that our biggest problem has been dancehall.
Okay, explain.
Let me tell you why our biggest problem has been dancehall. When you leave Ghana, and then you are anywhere in the world, and then you are playing your music, they want to feel where you're coming from. You get me? Yeah. So the Nigerians, what they wore the whole world with was their pidgin. So if you go to America and you're speaking Nigerian pidgin, they'll know that, oh, this is Nigerian. It's very authentic. It's coming from a Nigerian. If you go to London and then you're speaking your like Nigerian pidgin, you're singing in Nigerian pidgin, you feel that when the British people are doing their rap, you know that this is British rap. Think about it that Asaka came, and then Asaka was trying to sing like any of the drill boys, the drill, like trying to sing in English like a Central C or
Stormzy or.
Do you not look funny? So I think that when you as a Ghanaian, you can't. An Iowa man can't sing an Ashanti song like the way an Ashanti song is. Yeah. You get me? Yeah. Plus, dancehall in the world is being suppressed. Pay attention to it. The labels are suppressing dancehall now. Reason being, the language is very vulgar, the content is very vulgar, and it doesn't it's being suppressed. So the moment Afrobeats came in, and then it was feel good vibes, you get me? Now they said, oh, okay. So do you not realize that it's very easy for Afrobeat songs to be picked in the Grammys?
Well, I know it is a lot, and it's so interesting to read people's comments on this, and it just made us realize there's a conversation that needs to be had on this. You know, whether you find yourself in the middle of the storm as a convener for dancehall music or reggae music, you brought home an award. Of course, we've seen the likes of Stonebwoy crossing boundaries. You've been on stage on various platforms, various events, and now we'll come to the DJ awards as well. Yeah, various events.
Some evil in your eyes when you said that.
But people were also quite understanding with his point where the originality conversation was a problem. I don't know what you have to say about this. Let me start with you, Lagazee.
All right. So, first and foremost, I would like to say big respect to the brethren. But you see, first and foremost, what we have to know is dancehall is explicit. If this is phone, you can't say you are a dancehall artist and you love to find another word to replace this. You understand me? All right. So let's have that clear understanding. Look into our system right now. I would like to give some few examples. Look into our system right now. Look at what is going on, the issue to do with Galamsey and all that. Do you think you can go on the mic and say just some mere words to change? You need hard-hitting words for our leaders to wake up from their sleep and their slumber. And dancehall had to do that. Afrobeat can't do that. You understand me? Look at what we are going through as a nation. Charlie, everybody, they cry. Petrol prices are going up. You need a dancehall artist to step in the line and say, yo, wake up, no man.
Not hip hop? To a large extent, hip hop music?
No. The reggae dancehall or dancehall always do that. You understand me? So you need this kind of artists in our space to address the issues with hard-hitting words. You see, black people are tough people.
But are dancehall artists in Ghana doing that?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Listen to, you see, even our dancehall artists in Ghana are a bit, kind of professional when it comes to their delivery and all these things. Like what Stonebwoy did on the Galamsey kind of song. We had Osaji for the Simple Entertainer addressing Oko Vanderpool when he was demolishing the place and all these things. You understand me? When ghetto people were feeling it, we needed that artist to enter into the studio and say, yo, boy, cool, no, man. And you don't have to approach such issues with softwares. They will say you are joking.
Okay, Gome's been talking more about the originality, that factor where he says that, in his statement he mentions that this has killed us more than it has
when you go
our
into
music.
history,
yeah.
When you go into history, you understand me? Jamaica is Africa out of Africa. You understand me? I have been to Jamaica. The similarities, you understand me? I've seen people that I'm like, yo, your twin sister is in Ghana. And I call them via video. I say, boy, you understand me? The similarities, like how if you go to Nima, like the way the Nima people behave and all that. Go to Jamaica, go into the inner cities. All of us are one. You understand me? So, dancehall or reggae, even looking into our system in terms of where it kind of originates from and all that, it has root in Africa. So you can't separate the two. You understand me? I tell people that, you see, some people have the argument that, the Jamaicans, the people occupying the land were the Arawak Indians and all that. But Charlie, when you go deeper into it, in terms of the slave trade and all that, all these people came from Africa. And 90% of them are from Ghana. You understand me? So when I see people being that, reggae is foreign or dancehall is foreign, I laugh at them. You understand? The thing is from here. The thing is from here. So if he says originality,
he speaks on what it has done to us as opposed to what we could have been if we were, and he makes references to.
Has it done?
I think what Gomsky was trying to say more resides on the identity of what dancehall is, because I think people would think more Jamaica than Ghana or Africa when they think of dancehall.
And because of that, we are limited with opportunities.
But it's about perception. Yeah. I agree with you, Lagazee. I also agree with Gomsky. There are two things can be right. Like as much as we are the people, Jamaicans are Africans. When it comes to the branding, the perception that you have when you think of dancehall, you're thinking Jamaica, you're not thinking of Ghana or Nigeria. That's why there can be a conversation between where Ghanaian, but the Nigerians have been identified with it, they've worked for it. So it's very difficult to think of Afrobeats without thinking about Nigeria. So now you're going to fight the dancehall brand against
the original people.
The original people. Based
that's
on what
what
people
I was
know.
going to ask you.
Based on what people know and have come to accept over the years. So that
has
education
that limited,
not everybody
that
has
is limiting.
education.
So it's like what you're saying is like, and based on what Gomi is saying, it's like we would not be able to almost secure a spot, let's say one of the biggest music platform, which is the Grammys, and with a song that is not original to us.
Yeah, well, more or less.
All right, so
and it comes in with
Rocky
what do we
Downey
want to be identified
for the first time. Rocky Downey took us to the Grammys with a full body of works. You understand me? So if he is saying that we can't go to the Grammys, I don't even understand. The first time Rocky Downey was nominated was for Reggae Album of the Year, don't it? You understand me? And then that music has been accepted.
I mean, reggae, yes, or it originates from Jamaica, right?
Yeah,
Or
reggae
it's- or it's
dancehall.
world-
The root
or
is from Africa.
But I think over the years has been equally. Almost every country has cut a piece of the pie and has owned. So it's almost like world music. But when you mention dancehall music, it's very easy for both come from the same place, but very easy to associate dancehall music with the Jamaicans.
Particular country.
Because of the language. Because I mean, considering dancehall, there must be patois in there. Or is it based on rhythm or a language alone, or is both of them?
No, the rhythm. You understand me? They say the rhythm is innocent until lyrics goes on it. You understand me? So dancehall, first and foremost, you have to know the pattern in terms of the rhythm. You understand me? Before the lyrics comes to play, we have a lot of rhythms which are not dancehall rhythms, but artists go on it with this kind of patois and all that, and it's termed as what dancehall.
Okay, so let me ask you both this very hard question. I mean, arguably, two of our biggest exports from Ghana are all within the dancehall, reggae dancehall space. Arguably, not even two. Let's say Samini, Shatta, Stoneboy, and then you come to the episodes. You come to Jupiter, La Russo, and these are all exports. Now, even within this list or plus more that I've mentioned, some are ahead of some in terms of their engagements and Stoneboy, when he sat here, he did mention that even look at his achievements over the period, the people he's brought to town and he's brought to Ghana and he's collaborated with and all of these things. In as much as it seems elaborate, does it feel there's a limit? And that's what Gomi is talking about. There's a certain limit that it puts on, regardless if you are engaged in dancehall music. It caps you at a certain point where you can't really break out than that, better than and bigger than the people who actually own the space in there. And that's the point I think Gomi is raising, that if you look at Afrobeats and the impact of Afrobeats globally, more Africans have had a sell global from Afrobeats as compared to that of dancehall music.
So I think, like I was saying, I agree with Lagazee, because if you're being very honest, our biggest exports, even when you add Sarkodie, Sarkodie is representing hip hop, rap, which is also ideally not African.
But that in itself has everybody has got a piece of the pie, like reggae music.
But if you are tapping from where the people that created it from, we would say it all comes back to Africa. But then the perception of hip hop can never be more African than American. It would always be American.
But hip hop in itself has been easily diluted across the world. I mean,
yes, it's the same way we have dancehall and reggae. Also,
we say Tanzanian hip hop, but it's hard to say Tanzanian dancehall and South African dancehall.
Maybe we don't have that many artists because Stoneboy has been doing Afro dancehall for a while. He's been talking about,
and that brings another bit that you see. I was asking Stone that question that. Do we have dancehall artists in this country? Do we have dancehall artists? Strictly dancehall artists. You remember there was a guy on Hits that made a point. What's his name? Magic Settings or something. Some guy that was talking about, and he was doing a lot of self-praise or some Magical Settings. Yeah. He was doing a lot of self-praise, and then using that to clap back at the big boys on their work. But there was a point that he was also raising that when you want to do dancehall, like you rightly said, dancehall comes with a certain kind of attitude and lyrical characteristics and wordings and all those breakdown. It is a certain aggressive way. That is what dancehall is. So, do we have dancehall artists in this country?
We have dancehall artists in Ghana, and you see, look at Shatta, look at Stone Boy. Now, the main issue is sometimes, and I've had this, feedback from especially reggae artists and also, dancehall artists. And maybe the main reason why Stone Boy started championing the issue to do with Afro dancehall, that when you go out there, like to go play festivals and all that, some of these Jamaicans are a bit kind of, I don't want to use the word jealous, or they feel like you are taking over, like you are taking over their space, like you are taking their food. You understand me? Reggae, they feel like reggae belongs to us. We alone had to enjoy from that.
So he had to commercialize it.
You understand me? And all that. But the main thing is, when you step on stage, I've had the same thing from Black Rasta when he went to this festival in Canada. He was like, going on stage, they were like, yo, listen, the boy, I come from Africa, I want to take with food and all these things. When Black Rasta came back, he said that, all right, we should rebrand our reggae over here and call it Kuchoko.
Okay.
You understand me? And then Rocky Dauni also came back and said he's taking reggae music to the Grammys. Hence, we should call our reggae over here Afro Roots. You understand me? And then Stone Boy also, from that same experience, came back and said, all right, our dancehall should be Afro dancehall because it's coming from Africa.
But it's not it is a different kind of dancehall.
Well, like infusing more African rhythms into that particular, original bang bang dancehall rhythms.
And the second you infuse anything into something, you dilute it. It doesn't become the original thing again. So hence my question: do we have dancehall artists in Ghana?
We have dancehall artists in Ghana.
And I don't mean artists who can do dancehall, artists whose tapes are out and strongly represent what they. Example, I mean, if I take Sarkodie is not an Afrobeat artist, but he's a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? At least Kojo Manuel. Kojo. He's a rap artist. When you put it there, it's there. Would you classify our Saminis and our LaRussos and our Shatters and our Episodes and even episodes that has now bounced out of that place a bit as dancehall artists?
You see, the main issue over here in Ghana is the hypocrisy on dancehall, right? That dancehall is explicit, dancehall is this and all that. So before you make it as an artist, you need to veer, off maybe dancehall a bit and do other things and get the attention before you come back. You understand me? Looking at what Stone Boy is doing, Stone Boy, he's got, when Stone, started, he's got some hard-hitting dancehall songs. When you check Shatta, he's got some hard-hitting dancehall song. But again, the same Ghanaian system will be like, no man, we will not accept this. You understand me? Shatta once said, I have to start doing Kukwan before I got the attention. You understand me? So it's our system. And until our system accept that original dancehall, our artists will keep, veering off that, like the main thing. You understand me? In the sense of, if you do the original dancehall, these people are not going to accept it.
It's not commercial. Good point, Manuel.
Would you say that the
that
genre has an identity? Because then you mentioned Black Rasta, you mentioned Stone Boy, and then also you mentioned Shatta Wale, right? And then you mentioned Rocky Dawuni. When we look at all of these people, I think that the lifestyle or their music or their language is different, right? Would you say the genre has a lifestyle or a language tied to it for easy identity, so that when we see somebody, speaking a certain way or singing a certain way, then we can easily identify the person? Because I think hip hop, if we are making reference to that, it has a lifestyle, right? It has the Timbs, the saggy pants, or the durags, the bandanas, the big t-shirts and all of that.
Looking into our space in terms of reggae dancehall, I say it's a way of life. You understand me? Lagazee is a sound killer. You understand me? I have a lot of dub plate and all that. Anywhere I go, I represent in that manner. I think reggae also deals with righteousness, conscious lyrics. You understand me? In terms of how you speak. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to wear a high waist and all these things before you'll be seen as maybe a reggae artist. You understand me?
Right.
It's about a message you put out. You understand me?
So language.
In terms of the consciousnness.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah, man.
Okay, so I was going to ask a question based on the first point to Manuel about the consumption. You know, when we hit the ground, and then now we are talking about the ones that are really waking the audience up and igniting that, you know, that energy that you're looking at, because he was talking about it just slipped me when Lenny asked the question about the between Afrobeats and dancehall music, which one is really working for us?
Oh, in terms of stage present, like getting
consumption on the ground, seeing the reactions.
Consumption. I think I'm going to have to go a little deep.
Yes,
like, because I think consumption is high based on what it does for the people. You know, and I think as Africans we have a way of dealing with our struggles. We have that thing where we feel like, oh, today I no chop, but still I for enjoy life and go on with it. And that's, I think, what Afrobeat embodies, where you know the music is about a good time, but then you know you are going through it. There are things that are in there that makes you know that, okay, Charlie, it's like the mood of a drunk person. It's like, okay, they break my heart, we are the drink right now, but still I'll be cool. That's, I think, for me, that's how Afrobeat seems.
Okay.
Dancehall is like, you mess with me, I mess with you. Like, you can't touch me. Like, it's very inspirational, it's very motivational, way more than Afrobeat is. Because Afrobeat is like, I'm dealing with it. So because of that, when you drop a dancehall record at an event, people get that whole pushback that I have to fight my opposition type of energy, as opposed to Afrobeats being okay, I go through but I'm still drinking this bottle. Okay. Type of mentality. So when you compare the two, obviously the one that is probably picturing J Foley as my opposition, I'm coming at you, is the one that will bring the most energy, and that's the dancehall. Dancehall gives that energy. Afrobeats is like, you are the watch you, my time will come. Type of. So it's more mellow. So when you drop the music, I think in terms of consumption, Afrobeats is more us, the type of people that we are, but it doesn't take away from the fact that. So was Gobi right with saying that we have done this hasn't has been a weakness to us? Yeah, but I'm also saying that it doesn't mean that dancehall is not us. It's not us. They are both us. But I'm saying that if you're in Africa and you live in Africa, you relate more to Afrobeats than you do to dancehall. Because like the culture and everything we are talking about, it's not something apart from we call it TGMA now, incident of shut up, pulling up and the gun thing. I don't think we've had a lot of proper dancehall incidents in Ghana. Like, you understand? Yeah, we haven't had
that was a dancehall moment.
Yeah, that's a dancehall moment.
That's a dancehall moment.
Yeah, that's a type of vibes cartel Kojo Banten type of, like, don't mess with me type of energy.
Yeah. Okay, serious.
I personally think both commentary on Afrobeat and dancehall is misplaced and unnecessary. And my reasoning being, music in itself is about communicating or sharing a message or a mood or energy or a vibe. The genre is merely the vessel the musician chooses to share the message with. And there are certain messages that are better shared on other certain genres because the effect and the clarity is there. If you are looking to lead a revolution or spark people to change or drive a forceful, controversial narrative, you're talking about dancehall, you're talking about reggae, you're talking about rap, hip-hop, because these are the genres that avail themselves to those kind of messages. If you are looking to set the mood for love, for romance, for empathy, whatever, you go to your cools and your R&B, blah, blah, blah. So there's a purpose to each genre. Apart from what the artist comes on radio and TV and tells us he's doing, we, the consumers, know. There's a reason why when they want to close the club, they play a certain type of music because that music affects your mood and that mood affects your behavior. So nobody starts their club with Celine Dion or Asha or Tyrese. But the moment you do club where they start play, I wanna know, you know, say Bozu, let's go home. So there's a psychology to it. So I don't really get. You know, I've been quiet all this time because I don't get. I don't get what the hustle is.
Okay, I think I should help with the hustle.
Yeah,
maybe the answers are being a bit political. So let me just go. Let me take the hammer and whack the nail on the head hard. So there has been a school of thought on, and like let me take us all the way back to when Shatta went to the States and came back and passed a comment about identity and said that it's about time we revisited our music again. I can't recall the exact words. And look at exactly what we want to be identified by. So that when they mention China and they mention K-pop or Korea or whatever, they mention K-pop, you know them. When they mention Amapiano, you know they're talking heavy on South Africans. And it's not just about mentioning any genre and knowing that it comes, a small genre, knowing that it comes from a certain place. It's about practicing the genre currently. It's like we're not talking about past achievements. We're talking about what it's doing now. So I'm saying Amapiano because Amapiano is doing magic for SA as we speak now. On tourism, on you just name them. Afrobeats is supposed to be all of us, but our brothers have taken it and owned it nicely and are pushing that narrative. Now, on conversations on identifying ourselves as Ghanaians in this music ecosystem that we find ourselves in, what is the biggest identity to us? So there were conversations, and then there was then now unfortunately the various genres in Ghana, everybody started waking up to say it is this. I'm coming serious. Is this? Is that? Is this? Is that? So there was confusion. Yeah. That's okay. Where do we sit? Are we promoting high life? Is it us? Yes, it's us. Oh, but we are not doing it again because it is all for all people. No, it's dancehall because the biggest artists from dancehall music. I'm coming to you. Don't worry. Your hand go crazy. The biggest artists are coming from Ghana. Dancehall artists. Can't you see what they are doing? Oh, but guess what? It's not for us. It's not ours. It doesn't. We shouldn't be doing this thing to ourselves. We're not even speaking the correct part to what we say. And can you see when Adam, Spice, and Stone were here? If I'm gonna go hard, there were comments coming on my phone like, "Hey, there are 3 different kinds of patois on the scene here this morning." There were people saying it. They said, "Look at them, they're confused." Yes, I mean I got such comments.
Wow.
Then the hip hop artists are like, "Hey, stop! Do you know what we did with GH rap? Do you know what we're doing with all of that?" And then pause. Then the coastline music came up. The guys, what's his name? My brother. The Shona music people came up. Like, listen, Azonto. See where we took Azonto to. I mean, they didn't do it though, but I mean, see where we took Azonto to. It was us. Yeah. So various music genres now. So one person is like, look at all of this happening. But one of the ones that has even hurt us the more because we hold that one in high esteem and push that. But we push that to a point where nobody even recognizes it. And when I say nobody, I'm talking about not just one person getting a piece of the pie from the global cake. We're talking about massive pool of artists coming from Ghana going to enjoy that piece of cake. So if we are saying dancehall is supposed to be the one closest to the global attention we're looking for, well, guess what? It's only one person who's getting that piece of cake, or maybe 2, Rocky Dauni and maybe Stoneboy, who are getting that. Yeah, Shatta came to also enjoy some Beyonce. But if you look at the pool of artists that are coming from, let's say, Nigeria, all on the back of Afrobeats, it's a wider gate. You understand? So the conversations came about, this is hurting us. Are we not realizing that it is not identifying us?
Let me. Okay, Cyril's hand.
He's hand. Yeah, he has his hand. So that was the narrative.
Okay,
Charlie, we are doing the same nonsense that we've been doing since hip life, where we miss the fact that we are creating amazing music that resonates with people in and outside our borders, that's making money, filling stages, elevating the Ghanaian sound, pushing the name Ghana, and creating revenue for the music creators.
Wait, when you say filling stages, and
no,
I mean back home.
Across the world.
No, back home.
No,
across the world. Why are we still
no, let me.
No, but I have to correct that statement.
No, I'm corrected.
No,
Listen.
which statement? I said,
No, what I'm saying is that I'm not talking about
which
dancehall.
event ground
No,
have we?
forget about.
No, because we've seen what other artists in other countries
You forget
have
about the
foreign stadia.
Forget about the feeling. Forget about that.
Okay.
Forget about that. I don't want that to digress us. My point
is
is
important point in the statement you're making, because we're talking about the impact of music genres. Yes.
Let me land.
Okay.
So my problem here is that we always do this, right? We had Hip Life, and it was about, instead of celebrating the music and institutionalizing it and building a framework around it, so that today, from the time we had Hip Life, if we had been focused and developed it properly, today we would have had a powerhouse of a genre. But we killed it because we were bickering about who brought it and who did what, to the point where it became unattractive for even the music creatives to say that they are doing Hip Life, because we criticized and looked at it from all the wrong angles instead of seeing that we had something amazing. I don't care who brought Hip Life, but I can tell you the impact Hip Life has had on me and on Ghanaians, right? I don't care who brought, whether it was GH Rap, GH Hip Hop, I don't care about the name. All I know is that on this continent and in the world, we have some of the baddest lyricists, period. Forget what you want to call the genre. We have the same thing with Azonto. When Azonto happened, instead of identifying what magic we had, people got upset. When Fuse did a song, we were bashing that is not this. When Wizkid did it, we were saying this and that, and we lost Azonto the same way. And we are always looking outside for that validation. If Nigerians were not going so hard with Afrobeats, Ghanaians would have left Afrobeats by now. The only reason why we are so bent on Afrobeats, is because that we have put ourselves in this pseudo competition with Nigeria.
No, I disagree.
And we are tapping into the.
I think generally Afrobeat gives us.
Let me give you a question.
If you let me give you a question.
Let me give you a question.
Yeah.
Of all the music success that we've had in the last 2 decades, right? Which musician and which songs, right, were successes from Ghanaian genres? Everything in our music industry is foreign. Sarkodie is a rapper. Ghana doesn't own rap. Sarkodie is probably the best rapper we've had here, career-wise, blah, blah, blah. My brother is here, man. Rap, and you're Ghana for there. What? Dancehall is not ours. It's rooted here, but it's found its crescent and its amplification somewhere. What genre have we succeeded at as a country that we can say is a Ghanaian genre?
That's what I was saying.
Osibisa, we keep going back to Osibisa and Patoma. Bro, those people did their bit and elevated the thing some 30-40 years ago.
Good.
What have you done with it till today? If I take you back to the year 2000, from 2000 till now, which artist blew up for Ghana here with a Ghanaian genre and has held it, and today we can play his music and we jump?
Good.
We always kill our own.
That's what Gomi is talking about the fact that,
and that's not
identity.
And that
we don't
is
have
not,
an identity
no,
with
yes,
music.
Yes, but that is not dancehall's fault. The reason because no, Gomi be my brother.
So take the blame for it.
Listen,
is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that the same way. Listen,
our mentality
is not at the point. It's not at the point, right, where we have Stonebwoy, right, elevating his game, featuring world-class artists across genres that will start talking about what is wrong about dancehall in Ghana. It's not after Shatta has featured arguably the biggest pop artist in the last 50 years that will start bashing dancehall. Do you get what I'm saying?
But finish up. No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I have things.
It's not after we have found our feet and the thing is actually working that we are going to feature and see what is wrong with it. I don't care. Yes, the problem.
So if I fix,
I asked the question. And I'm looking for an answer.
Fixing maybe the brake parts of a Porsche they call it on a Toyota, and because it works briefly, it says that it's working. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
We are talking about these great artists now. Is the reason
not what I'm saying.
It should be a wrong timing in addressing something.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you want to if you want to speak about the authenticity of music genres, and you want the creators of the music to align with genres that are exclusive to their culture,
but I even asked Lagazee that are we doing dancehall music?
Make I explain well, bro. Make I land. If we want the artist to be creating music that is only exclusive to their culture and their geography, right, then we should realize that everything that was exclusively and uniquely Ghanaian, we Ghanaians killed. Amapiano is exclusively and authentically South African because it was born from South Africa, nurtured by South Africans, and blew up due to the amplification that South Africans gave it. Now other people in the world can jump on this. If pop music didn't blow up in the West, there will be no K-pop. The rappers who are rapping in Korea, if Snoop and Jay-Z and Nas didn't do all the hard work and build a genre that blew up that bad, Korea Dianka want to rap it. So it's about you being the authentic owner of the genre, holding. If we had held on to Azonto, and Azonto became something that is an exclusive Ghanaian genre, that when you type Azonto, they'll tell you the same way they'll tell you that reggae originated from Jamaica. If like Azonto, you go click them and they go tell you, say Azonto originated from the shores of Ghana's capital and is based in Ghana, this, that, and it's exclusively ours. Then we can say that that is ours. If somebody from Sudan go, they do Azonto, we go feel call them fake. That because we own it. But we Ghanaians, what genre do we own? That we are burdening our artists and expecting them to conjure authentic genres from anywhere. Our biggest artists are trapped between reggae, dancehall, raga, rap.
Yeah.
That is it. None of these genres are Ghanaian. None. So
Afrobeat
before
as well, Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Well, now we go back to Afrobeat. You know, Fela came to Ghana for 2 weeks and they play one drum for him. Bro, we are not clutching our straws. Yeah, somebody, it's always because Fela came and he ate watch it. Bro, it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. We don't have the music identity. We have lost it. We had high life. We had hip life. We had Azonto. In between those major exclusive genres to Ghana, we had a lot of music talent who were able to assimilate other worldly genres. So we had rappers. We have R&B's. Dead Body wasn't he doing R&B?
Yeah.
Wasn't it nice?
Yeah.
It was nice. Did he ever come and say that he pioneered R&B? No, but he had the talent. Do you understand? Seal, who came from where in Africa, went and won charts in America because he had the talent. Did Seal ever say he created R&B? So no, we are preoccupied with the wrong thing. We shouldn't care where the person is coming from and what he is doing. It doesn't have to match. Gentleman who is a reggae artist, you know, be white man, you know, be German. Is he not one of the most revered reggae artists globally?
I mean,
what I'm saying is that we are missing the point. If a white man,
but the thing is that
if a white man, bro, if a white man, let me land. If a white man, if a Caucasian, right, can invest in honing in his skills, in reggae dancehall to become one of the forebearers globally, then a Ghanaian who ancestrally has the roots that are shared between Ghana and Nigeria and Jamaica, right, should not have a problem that because he lives in Ghana he can't do dancehall. Anybody, why people know they do reggae for China? That is we are missing the point. It doesn't matter. I can be from Tamale and sound like Biniman. Nothing they wrong.
You see, there's a fine line between the fact that somebody in China is doing reggae. That doesn't mean that the
genres are not prison cells.
Nobody said
that's what we are saying. We are saying that if you want to do dancehall,
nobody said that
from Jamaica.
The thing is that also the point I think we are missing, and I have to be very careful how I put this point across. Is
well, as Sakabo is not to Kumasi and Israel.
We have to understand that when somebody walks into a place wearing red. Listen, when somebody walks into a place wearing red, gold, green, not arranged in any format, but it's just red, gold, green, and black, it is very easy for you to say the person is Ghanaian. Identify the person and say the person is Ghanaian. The person has every right, same as every artist has got a right to do any music. Listen, you can be in Ghana and do Chinese music. Nobody cares. So far as it blows up, music has no borders. You understand?
Yeah.
However, there is something that we sit here and bash the Black Stars when they assemble together, okay, and they play in the name of the country. Then we say you are a representation. As we sit here, we shall call Guru, Stoneboy, Easy, all of them. We shall call them Ghanaian artists. Why did they choose it? Did they tell you they were Ghanaian artists? They have dual passport or citizenship. Why didn't they represent that? Like we shall call them Ghanaian artists because we feel they represent us. I don't sing, they sing. You understand?
Yeah.
So at any point when the Ghanaian feels like my identity on the global platform is missing, the person would have every right to wake up and come back and look at the catalog of artists he or she has and which one is his or her best foot forward. Not through the fault of the artist who's doing his own choice of music.
So Jay, I think
it comes to the point. Yes, okay.
Where the problem is, I think I side with Cyril to an extent.
Yes.
He's embodied both our points. You see, if you are trying to come up with a sort of music genre that would represent Ghana, then it has to be high life, it has to be hip life, it has to be Azonto, because we created that from scratch. That is our identity. However, it doesn't stop somebody from being a Sarkodie and rapping his way to the BETs and Grammys or wherever. So essentially, that's why I'm saying our perception, our mentality is wrong, because we are still on Afrobeats because it's doing well. We are still on dancehall because it still works. We are still on rap because it still works. So if we want to have an identity, then we pick something where nobody has, something that is only ours, and push it.
So it comes back to what he was saying, that
Jay,
are we is
so
the one
so
that
the
is
music
given
can
us.
go. But if you want that identity,
yes.
the
In
identity
Jamaica,
has to
right?
come from our
In
own
Jamaica.
genre. Yeah.
So we have just about some 10 minutes to go on the back. Cool.
Like 80% of the
Good.
people I had an encounter with, being it artists or maybe Pan-African thinkers and all that, everybody was claiming Ghanaian. You understand me? So if the Jamaican man who is seated in Yaltigo Bay or Ligani or Papin or Augustown is claiming that he is a Ghanaian, Sizzla says he is the royal prince of the Ashanti kingdom. That is Sizzla Kalonji. If all these people are claiming Ghanaian, then who are we in Ghana to denounce that dancehall is not ours? Who are we? You see, the owners of the thing are not complaining. Every time I've seen an international
you understand me?
a dancehall or reggae artist, and you mention Ghana, or you mention Shatta, or you mention Stone, etc., there is joy. They are happy to connect. They are happy to see that we unify beyond the watching and the rice and peace, that even music has brought us together. I've not heard one apart from this guy Buju going at Afrobeats, which is not our problem. He didn't come at Ghana. I've not heard one Jamaican.
Yes, I mean, you are right.
I've not heard one Jamaican say
look at the number of
Ghanaians need to
people that
stop
have
doing
benefited. You see,
dancehall.
Gomi's not here, but let me just chop a smaller for him. Yeah. If you look at the number of people who have benefited from the reggae dancehall music from Jamaica, I mean, this is unlimited. You understand? It's beautiful. If you look at the number of people who have benefited from, I mean, various countries and what they did this thing. Yeah. So if we come back home and one person says that, look, it looks like the success of one artist on that global platform it's okay, it's beautiful. That's why he said that it will bring him trouble. Okay, if I'm interpreting what he's saying, it's beautiful. However, it becomes our own enemy at the end of the day, because when the validator wants to select and choose at the end of the day who should be on his or her global platform, unfortunately, you can't get a lot of people coming from your country because they can't find originality.
It's not about originality. We kill. Listen.
So no, I'm coming. So it's not about originality. So yeah, because I mean, so then if you like, look, if I'm going to look for what makes a dancehall song to be on my award scheme, then they start looking at a place. Naturally, start looking at a place where they might find that authenticity. Because a lot of things encompass it, from your record sales to your how original the song is, to the song's lyrical content and all those things. However, back to your own point, Lagazee, that when our soldiers went out there and they came back, they realized that no, we can't call it dancehall. We need to change it. But even when they went out there and they came back, they realized that if I'm going to stand on a certain stage and try and do something that's not mine, I'm lost. So I have to come back and create mergers to give me more identity. So Stonebwoy came back with Afro Dancehall, and you've mentioned all the other artists who have hinted thoughts of change. But the question, so that's why Gomi is saying that, guys, hold on. I like all you're doing. It's beautiful. However, if you look at the spectrum you're talking about, the particular color you're making reference to, which is identity, maybe one person has gotten global success. It's beautiful. He doesn't hate it. But at the end of the day, is that that's the best way for us, the rest of us, to approach? We found opportunity in Afrobeats. How many Afrobeats artists didn't it open? Gateway. I'm just saying. We found opportunity in it. How many? Because the world was validating Africa with Afrobeat and giving us global stages, numbers, places, DSPs. We're putting our music on the top charts. All those things, whether being farmed or not, we're winning. Because the West, which has become our validator, realized that this is something that is original to the people. So they were pushing them. I mean, in Stoneboy's case, for example, and I love Stoneboy. In Stoneboy's case, for example, it's hard work plus record label movement, which is also connecting him to places and all of that. So it comes back to Gome's point on. I'm coming on. So it comes back to Gome's point. Let me wrap up.
Mention one Afrobeat artist. Mention one Ghanaian Afrobeat artist.
I'll mention for you
who is as big or bigger than Shatta or Stone.
I will not make comparisons on the show because it's a matter of opinion.
Oh, I'll make it for you.
No, I'm coming.
Bozu,
I'm coming. Let me say. No, let me finish. No, let me. No. If I don't land, it will make my points halfway. I beg you do that. No.
It be simple question.
No.
Let me put the question out again.
No. So I'm
the
saying
Afrobeats that we are hailing like Jesus has come. Mention the one Afrobeat Ghanaian artist.
No,
so you bigger than Stone or Shatta.
No. I need to land. I think that's opinionated. That's
no, it's not. I can give you figures.
And who I feel
you run events, tens of thousands of people.
So I'm saying
you have an opinion on it.
When it comes down to
Afrobeat star in this country, who is as big as Shatta or Stone?
Lenny, my witness to
this. It simple.
All right,
Lenny, my messages. I will use it on in December, like January 3rd.
No, talk. Land.
So it's like, so I mean, he's made me lose my school of thought. But I mean, I'll try and wrap it up if I can really remember. But the thing is that it boils down to, if you look at the opportunity that Afrobeats gave us, and when it opened up the floodgates for a lot more artists to be able to champion it and go out and have a representation that you are an African artist. You understand? Why then don't we start taking the conversation you've raised on rebranding what we think maybe it is? Because you've said, and this is not coming from Jay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you've said that these people, and then this one coming from you even. They came from them. You understand? And when they went out, they realized that no, there's this thing. Even in that one, I'll come to another point of reggae dance or on award schemes. And even imagine that one, that's another conversation altogether.
Of course.
You get that?
Of course.
So it's then gives a certain one. It limits the number of people who will get the chance to be able to have a certain global conversation on their music when it comes to maybe reggae dancehall. When it comes to dancehall music. Doesn't mean that the pathway that has been carved by maybe Stoneboy, which is the Afro dancehall, if we want to have representation through that, to have more people join, should we start towing that line? If you try to do dancehall music as a Ghanaian, would you do it better than that's what government is asking? Better than the people? And this is not off the back of the fact that you are not allowed as an artist to do anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can do anything. Nobody's stopping anybody on that. You understand? But when you put the one people together, it forms a conglomerate. And when the world is looking at you, they don't single it out to look at just you. They look at what the people represent, what they do most, and based on that, they give a certain narrative and a perception to what music comes out of. As we sit, there's been the one who did that man or Joe's name, Angelique Kijo, and there's been the man who was playing the sax. Their names to keep forgetting. Huey Masakela. These are all African artists. They've done their great in their own spaces. But when the world decided to look at us again, they put us under one big umbrella, Afrobeats. You get my point?
Yeah,
that's a different problem, bro. That's a different problem. We don't own any music institutions. So when decisions like awards, genres, and categorizations are being made, we are out of it. That's a different problem. But my question is going to be my premise. That name the Ghanaian artist, Afrobeat artist, who is as big or bigger than Stone or Shatta. I will wait for that answer. That is first. Secondly, there is nothing wrong with assigning sub-genres for clarification. There's rap and hip-hop in America, but there's New York rap and there's Southern rap, right? The Chicago boys know they rap like the New York boys, and they all have their sub-genres. But when they are giving out awards, they don't give best New York rap or best Southern rap. You get what I'm saying? Nelly was hip-hop. The same time Nas was hip-hop. The same time Busta Rhymes and DMX and Ja Rule were hip-hop. My point is that all had different nuances based on their location. But everybody understood that this is just the artist way of assigning a unique tag to what they are doing for their personal
But it was American
whatever.
hip hop at the end of the day.
There was a what?
It was American hip hop at the end of the day.
That's
They were all
exactly
from
my
America.
point. That's so whether Stone Boy wants to call it Afro dancehall, and Manuel wants to call it dancehall Afro, or Cinnamon wants to call it whatever. It's irrelevant to the fact that he's making music that is rooted in dancehall.
Yeah, but
for
you're the same person
clarification,
who said we had all these genres that was hurting us.
no, I'm saying that if you see, there's nothing wrong with clarifying, but if you clarify and you fail to institutionalize the thing, then it becomes a fad. That's why I gave the example of GH rap and all these things. When boys were rapping and we had lyricists and people were going left, right, center and hailing us, that boys, Ghana boys, they rap. Instead of the industry to support and institutionalize this, we cracked down on it, clawed at it, found every problem with it until it died. Same for Hip Life. When Hip Life was popping and we had all the groups and everybody was banging Hip Life, we started questioning and clawing at it and trying to find problems. The people didn't want to do Hip Life anymore. Same has happened in this same country with Afrobeats, because people don't have the fortitude to institutionalize Afrobeat. Now we have Afro pop, we have Afro this, we have Afro what is that?
Afro swing.
Everybody's adding something. Everybody's adding something to their Afro, because people want it to be about them and not about the music.
This one will be hard. I know you said something sweet. Okay, I was going to ask one or something, but please.
All right, so let me quote something from the great Peter Tosh.
Okay.
He said, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're African.
Thank you.
You understand me? So, dancehall, this, dancehall, that, everything is rooted in Africa, and for that matter, Ghana. Now, I would like to say big respect to Nana Kwame Ampedu.
Okay.
He said when he visited the Jamaica land, he realized that there were some similarities, in terms of high life and then the reggae music. Around that time, they call it blue beat. You understand me?
Okay.
And then he came back to record the first reggae song. You understand me? From there, we had artists like the Root Animals making the whole Ghana and the African continent proud in the year 1984 by playing reggae song splash in Jamaica. They were highly accepted. You understand me? So if you are doing something over here that our brothers over there, if they don't accept it, you can't go there and preach the same thing to them. They were highly accepted. And even the Root Animals were the first to have even entered into the Tough Gong studio before Alpha Blondie. You know what I mean? So putting all these things together, you understand? Putting all this together, reggae is reggae, dancehall is dancehall, from mento to skia to steady rock to reggae, and then dancehall. You understand me? So calling it Kuchoko, as Black Rasta said, like being identified, in terms of the Ghanaian terrain, or Rocky Downey says we should call it Afro Roots music, and Stone Boy goes to boom and said Afro dancehall. All these things is to say that, all right, this is Ghana, but remember, the main thing is rooted over here in Ghana, so we don't have to fight it. We have to even push it. And remember, reggae dancehall is our biggest export. Samini took us to the Mobo. Stone Boy took us to BET. Shatta Wale took us to Iroma. Rocky Downey took us to the Grammys. We should praise it rather and hold it in high esteem.
All right. Lagazee, nice wrap up on that one for me. Manuel, Charlie, congratulations. MC, or should I say semi congratulations? Which one was the tie? Which one was the tie? The tie was
MC Hype Man of the Year.
MC Hype Man of the Year.
Yeah. I don't know about tie. I don't know about tie.
Dancehall, that's sorry.
Are you mad?
I don't know about tie.
Dancehall, that's right. You know, there's a tie in the Ghana DJ Awards. He was in a tie with
which kind of tie? Bow tie or
portfolio?
I don't believe in a tie. I don't believe there was ever
the dancehall in him is waking up.
Yeah, I don't believe there was ever any kind of tie.
You go play this and you go play Lomo. You go play.
You'll mix some.
Go mix some.
Yeah, no, because I don't believe there's anything like a tie. I don't think Ghana would have an election and then we finish and say the NPP and NDC won. Are we going to do that? No, because it's based on merit of your hard work, of your influence, and the votes that people are giving you. So if you can end up by saying that, it'd be two people were the best people at this. I never understand the notion behind it. And I haven't had any official statement from the Ghana DJ Awards or why that happened, because the last, because I've won 3 years in a row. I won 2019, and then I won 2022, 23, and now. So you're saying that 2022, 2019, 2023, now I don't have size. Right, but now I have size.
Okay, but it's a year of review.
like, did you know what I'm saying?
Like I just switched topics.
No problem.
Pardon me.
But votes, per my knowledge, votes is 30% and the board is 70%. I don't know how much votes overshadowed what the board decided, meaning that the board was already split.
Public vote is 40. I think the board is.
Oh, you're on the board as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's 30 or 40.
Yeah,
what I know is 30, unless
the academy is 30, and then the they say the board is 40 or something.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but to make up 100, I'm thinking everybody knows the work I have done the year under review. So I don't know what exactly we are comparing it with, because I don't know where you can enter and say, are you mad? And someone would not know what that means. Because when I started, I used to have to caution people that, we can't say it here, we can't say it there, because it's problematic. If someone doesn't understand it, they get
and
agitated.
it's not an insult.
It's not an insult. You know, we had to hold back. Now I've gone to a point where I don't have to say that anymore. So if we work through it to a point where there are lots of people that are MCs now because, look at Kojo Manuel, what he has done. I did not even think I would ever have to come and sit on TV or radio and have to tell people, because I've never been that kind of person. But we've gotten to that point where you win an award and you have to come and defend the award because there's somebody else that people think.
What's your relationship with Portfolio?
I'm a Kumasi boy, so I know of him, and we met a couple of times. We've had conversations.
Have you guys had a chat after this?
After this, no. After this, no. It's been a bit of like, Charlie, congratulations. But we haven't had an actual conversation.
Has he accepted the award as it is? I mean, you haven't accepted the award as it is.
Wait, what am I accepting? I mean, I'm accepting that he won as well.
The tie.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. There's no tie. Everybody knows who won the award.
Who won the award?
Everybody knows. Jay,
Yeah.
Go to your crew.
Yeah.
Ask them who won the MC Hype Man of the Year 2024 Ghana DJ Awards. They will tell you who. And,
Okay.
and if you have a bigger number of them saying it's not me, cool.
Wait. How did they?
Are you mad?
No, you see, we do this thing, and then when people speak up, we like to tag them as
Problematic,
disrespectful, controversial. You understand? Because someone works very hard. I have a degree, I have a 9 to 5 that I quit and be like, okay, let me focus on this, let me do this. You understand? Because this is my passion. I cannot be 40, 45 and now deciding that, you see that talent I have, now that I've made it in a corporate world, I want to come and be an MC. I think it's more difficult then, and I had to make that decision. And people have accepted it. I'm never somebody that I'm not a fan of the limelight. And that's something people don't understand. Jay, how long have I known you? How many times have I asked for an interview or asked to be in a video or do? I don't care about those things. I want my work to speak for me, and it has spoken for me for a very long time. So I don't know why anybody would think I'm problematic. It's just if you're awarding people for the work that they've done, do it and do it the right way. Don't do it in a way where it puts a dent.
Okay, so let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 minute. We're wrapping up at 10:30. If the scores were shared with you and it was a tie, would you take it?
Well, nobody has told me anything.
But I'm just asking if
Jay, that's the problem. That's the problem, because if you give enough respect to the hard work somebody has put in this, there would be a certain statement, there will be a certain conversation as to why this is happening, why it didn't happen 2 years ago or last year. You understand? So when the conversation is around how many events do we know of that this other person has done versus how many events has Kojo Manuel done, that for that reason, what is the influence?
So what if the board that is a technical team was behind, let's say assuming, was behind Kojo Manuel's work, but the fan base that decide just based on
Jay, that goes back to go outside, go to your own crew, your technical people, and ask them who is the best MC hype man of the year? Go and ask
Let's
them.
say,
Ask your people.
microphone in there.
Yeah, ask them.
The sound which music genre has taken us further, Afrobeat or dancehall? They look quiet for them. Hey, they say dancehall. No, but so what are you going to do about this? Because now the award holds two people are holding the award for the year.
No, I mean obviously I'm not part of the award scheme in any way. I'm just somebody that's.
No, I'm just talking about now that you have the award.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. That I'm not part of the board, so I cannot determine anything. All I know is that I was bestowed upon with this award.
What happened on the stage on that day? They called you. I think
they
called you, and then
I was walking up on because they mentioned the nominees and the winner is Kojo Manuel. I get even before everybody shouting at you mad. I get up, I walk halfway almost to the stage, and then I hear another name. I was literally going back because I thought it was a mistake. I thought, oh, the person mentioned the wrong name, so I was going back, and then people from around were like, oh, go, like you're part of it. So I was a little confused even going on stage. I tried to play it off. You know this work, so we know how to play things off, like, yeah, because I wasn't expecting that. However, it's not like I have any qualms with portfolio because, Jay, if they gave you the award, you won't say that, oh, nah, especially when you're in the field. You won't say that, oh, I know we'll take him. So I don't have any qualms with him. But then I just feel like it was just, I was blindsided by what happened. I would have actually been okay if somebody else won.
Are you going to return the award?
Because there are years where the people will not want me to. I've had this. There are people that really believe that okay, it's you. There's nobody else, and that's fine. So I'm not trying to take the award back or be controversial about it. I'm just saying my peace of mind. I just feel like if someone merits something, you give it to the person and you don't belittle the award you've given the person.
Wow.
But what if also now on the other end as well, should you request that, you want to see the back end? Do you think you would get to the point where you want to request to see the back end? And if it's shown to you and then you see that, is an actual tie, whether it's between votes or, the board, the academy, and whatever the case, would it now sit right?
It be Ghana with day. If I want to see the figures, I'm sure I will see figures. At the end of the day, I think there were influences as to whether it's the truth or not. It's like Trump losing an election and said that he won. No matter what you say, if he believes that, he believes that. So I don't think there's any point because what happened on stage has already happened, and I'm not going to do a back and forth where it's like, okay, now we've checked the back and they lied. So guys, I'll be the one that would I don't know what that's going to do for anybody. Well, so what happened has happened. I just don't feel like it was like, I don't know how they were going to let us know, but I just feel like
have you expressed this with Mercury? Have you shared this with Mercury?
Oh, I've shared it with members of the team. They know how I feel. I haven't had any feedback, but not Mercury himself. No. Yeah. but it's not a problem because I'm somebody that came up from enjoying something that they were doing, and by God's grace I've gotten to a point where I can even drop a song with EL, somebody that's
Lagazee. Were you nominated in that category?
You understand? So it's
which one?
The
MC.
Hype Man.
No, but like I was nominated in the best reggae dance or DJ of the year. I've won it for 8 times. You understand me?
Eight. Wow.
Yeah,
who else?
And I've had calls from industry people being like, "Oh, Lagazee, with the challenge, you just leave the thing for the others." And I'm like, you
can live for the others. You can live for the others.
No. When I was struggling to put my career there, the sleepless nights and all that. Last night I went to bed almost 3:30 because I was on phone, video call with pinchers cutting door plate for me. I couldn't sleep. I had to sit down and say, no, don't say this, man. Put this over here. Do this. You do all this, and somebody will be sitting in some one corner, not doing anything, and you expect say me and that person will be in the same category, and I'll be like, oh, listen.
Can I ask Lagazee something?
Ask.
You say you win them how many times?
8 times.
8.
Yeah.
So like as you win them 7.
Yeah.
With this year they say you then 0 win them. How you go feel?
It would depend on the works. You understand me? And we in our space, it's a bit, grippy. You understand me?
Yeah.
On stage, anything can happen because, Brethren, if me feel like I've put in the works, you understand? You are looking at you are looking at Lagazee. This year, I've been to Jamaica. I have done this. I have won a clash in the heart of Jamaica. I went up against a sound system from Jamaica, Playmaker, and a sound system which has killed the African champion before, Shashamani, Super Good, and it was like a revenge. Lagazee is from Ghana. He's going to, revenge on behalf of Shashamani sound system. And at the end of the day, we were down 3-0 at the tune for tune. You understand me? And then we came from 3-0 to 4-3, and then we picked the trophy. You're looking at going through all this, and you say,
so he's asking that question that
it wouldn't be a tie on stage, please.
Like
the works are speaking. The works are speaking for itself.
From you, bro.
No, so there's a conversation I've overheard, right, concerning the award and the fact that the Ghana DJ Awards does not celebrate the other side. The Ghana DJ Awards has been celebrating hype men and not MCs. And that's where my first problem even came from, because do we even know what we are doing then? Do you know what an MC is? An MC is the master of ceremonies. You are helping the people navigate through an event. So the announcements, what is about to happen, all of that. So that is but we think it's always in a formal setting. In an informal setting, at a festival, at a party, I'm still coming up and saying that, we're about to cut the cake, we're about to pop the champagne. I'm still coming to say that, DJ, this is about to play. If there's an issue, I'm the one still making announcements. So I'm the master of ceremonies in the club, on that stage at the festival. So I don't know how do these people even know how many weddings I've emceed this year? You understand? The fact that I'm more popular for the hype stuff and the mix does not grant anybody the right to say that, or to label me however they want to label me, because I'm an MC and a hype man. And people don't even know the difference. Hype man is performative.
Okay, so Mercury mentioned here that also some of the work that these talents do, they don't push it out there. They don't put it on their platforms for people to see that they're engaged in these things. Could that have been a reason why maybe Manuel would have tipped a bit higher, because this side of you is not really out there?
No, there's always one side of an artist that you see more. I don't think a lot of people would know you as an editor. Maybe you've done that work. Right. It's part of it. The fact that you are known more as a presenter does not take away from the fact that you have been general manager on so many other platforms. So it's a thing of merit. It is the job of the board to know these things.
Okay. He said something. Our time is up. We have to go now. We've gone 30 minutes past our time, but it's fine. He mentioned MC Hype Man definition, reggae, dancehall. I'm going to bring you two back on this conversation. We have to drill down to see how we can separate the two, or if
and probably also add Mercury as well.
And
portfolio drinks.
Yeah.
It is
right, Lisa. But gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's been a very interesting conversation.
There's a few things. So I have an event. We are starting December, right?
Yeah.
1st December. This event is called Playhouse. This is a DJ and MC.
He's trying to mark his territory for the 2025 Ghana DJ Awards. Mercury, I hope you are listening.
So Playhouse, I haven't said this anywhere. Playhouse is going to have 5 DJs on it. We're going to have F the DJ, the Max DJ. We're going to have Endowed DJ, DJ Lord, who is the current, as well as DJ Varosky. They are all going to play on it, and we're going to have artists also pull up.
When is that?
1st December. So
before the elections?
Week before. Make we jam. The Sunday, make we jam before. And it's a day party. So 3 p.m, pull up. You're going to have all these DJs.
Where's Playhouse?
Playhouse is happening at Stanbic Heights.
Okay.
Snow Lounge, that's the old Urban Grill.
Okay.
Space, yeah.
So
1st December, all you have to do is just pull up from 3 p.m.
Okay.
Make no door. Also, I have a song with EL. It's dropping tomorrow.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I have a song with EL. It's called Asem.
Oh, okay.
It's a Ghana Baku, Asem Bebre. Kotoka Baku, Nipa Bebre. Dollar Baku, City Bebre. Next year, Nipa Bebre. I want Baku, Nipa Bebre.
NJ, on the 30th of November is the Jamaica Ghana Link Up Festival.
Okay.
Put together by Lagazee myself. You understand me?
King Lagazee.
We got our inspiration when we went to Jamaica and we saw the way the system kind of support each other and all that. And we realized that, these people in Ghana are trying to suppress reggae in a way. So in order to uplift the face of reggae dancehall, you understand me, we decided to put out this. Unfortunately, we reached out to the 3, the top artists, but all of them were like, yo, we can't be part of it and all these things. You understand me? So we have Episode, we have Akle the Dancehall Queen, we have Raskuku, we have Osaji for the Simple Entertainer.
Please end with Stoneboy's message.
we have Conqueror, Vibes, and then because of the relationship between me and Bullet, we have Wendy Shea on it, and from Jamaica we having Diogene and Boss Champs. You understand me? Coming from Jamaica for us to do this on the 30th of November.
Where?
So I'm entreating all and sundry, come out in your numbers to support reggae.
Where is it happening?
On Tamed Empire, up the Sprinters Road. I just said
the
Action Chapel.
Okay.
You understand?
Lagazee, am I invited?
Yeah, man. Come true, no man. Come true, man.
I like that.
You know, and you see, when it comes to reggae, and they call you MC in terms of reggae, you must have a lot of argument. In terms of the music, you understand me? So you see, my boss over here himself, when it comes to our side, when I'm on the turntables, standing, juggling my doublet and all that, I have a lot of argument. You understand? I have one heap of argument. Yeah, sometimes I listen to some mixtapes and I hear a lot of kind of, like, I'm like, the MCs or the hype men, they don't have no argument. Trust me.
When you say argument,
I don't know how to put it, but
you
see,
the provocative statements, the statements that gets you to be like, what's up?
When you play a song, sometimes, first and foremost, you have to know the song.
Yeah.
And how to introduce the song. You have to pick some of the lyrics in the song to make an argument. You understand me? Maybe I am playing before him. So when I step on the mic, my argument, when he comes, he has to come and counter my argument.
Okay.
That make the show like a fun.
Okay.
But in Ghana, all you hear is Osideng.
So lastly, I like that you said that. There's one thing that has bothered me, and I'll say this affects all of us. Myself, I'm a victim, or I'm part of the problem because we've done a lot of Nigerian influence lines when who be that guy where they talk anyhow, she getting this, she get, and I'm like, if you go to Nigeria, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
They brought that. Their pidgin and their tonation is different. That's why it's like that. When you come to Ghana, what do we have? I want to know what you're drinking on. We don't wake up, them are. If you know the vibe, you know they're inside. Are you mad? We need to build a docket or a plate for ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
So that when you enter, you know that this is Ghana. This is what Ghanaians say. It's part of the explosion of exploitation, as you say, of music, of the vibe.
Yeah.
But then we the copy, and then our focus is, this person for win this award. No, it not bring any money to my pocket.
And
my time is up anyway.
When I went to Jamaica, Weddy, the only song I heard them play over there was Kiddy, Touch It.
Yeah, that's
in the heart of Jamaica.
Wow.
And if Stone Love plays your song, it means you're gone. So you see, the dancehall songs are making waves out there. Charlie Ghana, it was some me dream brief me pamucho.
Guys, thank you so very much. So Manuel, that's on the 1st of December.
1st of December, and the song with EL is dropping tomorrow on all platforms.
Okay.
It's called Asem.
Okay, please get visuals to it so that we who are on TV can play it.
Yeah, sure. I got you.
Lagazee, we're looking at Spintex until
Empire
30th as well.
30th.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all from the horse's mouth. Well, we're back at the same time. You know we've gone way past our time. It's all good, Charlie. All for the love of the industry. So thank you so very much. And the tie. We're going to enter.
We all know who won.
On that note, we are out.
Are you mad?
What are you talking about, bro?
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.